Okay, so we'll call this deck the Raccoon deck. There's a mama raccoon that went up underneath there. They're trying to get her out. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. Um, as usual with me, but we're dealing with a peeling deck paint system, right? So the floor here, I'm guessing this is bare deck over. So we have peeling present everywhere on the floor. So what we need to do is come through here. We'll come through with high pressure water, meticulously, board for board, to try to get as much of this up as possible. Okay. There is a board here. Found this one. This is a 2x6. It needs to come out. It's about 6 feet long. Um, there's some areas of epoxy repair that need to be done in the rails. Not a lot, just a couple. Once we get this all clean, get the majority of this peeling bare deck over up, this thing will look like it has leprosy, really, really bad. Um, from there, we'll do a lockdown encapsulation on the floor. 3 coats to lock this peeling bare deck over in place with the Kong armor system. Okay. The other thing that we're going to do here, we're going to pull this lattice, all of this existing lattice. And as you can see, this deck system, it has to be washed really, really well because it has peeling bare deck over everywhere on the edges of the boards, everywhere on the rail systems. It's it's not uncommon for it to peel on the rail systems like this, but it's just not super something that you see super often, right? Maybe 2 out of 10 peeling deck over systems have rails that are peeling too as well. So it's not super common, but it is something that I come across. So the rails here are also peeling. So replacement of all this lattice down through here. It's a pretty deck system. It's super pretty. I'll show you guys these flowers that are back here. It's gonna make this deck look gorgeous. Real pretty. Pretty backyard. Replacement of all this, all the lattice. Replacement of that lattice. This video is gonna double as instructions to my guys. So replacement of that lattice that's open, and that raccoon's gone up in there. They got a trap for her. So that's why we've named this the Raccoon deck. There's also lattice here that connects to the stairs. We're going to engulf this and encapsulate it in our thick build um, coating system, our deck armor system, lifetime deck armor system. And then once that's all done, then we're going to come through with the new white vinyl lattice and put through here. And it'll give this deck a real pretty two-tone look. Okay. We'll make sure that we fill in areas like this with the silverback epoxy, knife them over flat, right? But really, one of the big main challenges on this deck system is proper cleaning. This thing has to be cleaned well. If it's not cleaned well, this whole system will fail. Okay? I think that's a lot of what's going on now. Because like I said, this is not uncommon, but this is hard. It's hard to get these to peel like this on the sides of the rail systems. Let's see if we can get some of it off of there. Because this right here is just coming off the sheets. Look, that's not super common. Usually, usually vertical surfaces, especially with bare deck over, usually do okay. They shouldn't have super adhesion problems like this. Okay, So I would say probably a little bit of contamination when this was first coated. And so that means that we have to do better, like way better. This has to be cleaned a lot because we have to get under what they've done. So we're going to have to come in and just a lot of high pressure back and forth to get as much of this up as we can, to get clean wood, to get clean surface to grab a hold of. It's very vital. Cone can bridge the gaps, right? So it can grab adhesion in multiple places around something and lock it down, but we need those multiple places to be clean. And so several passes back and forth, back and forth, especially on the outside. Back and forth. Clean this very well. It can't be a 30-minute deal. It has to be an extensive cleaning. It has to be. Or this won't work. This won't work. The lockdown will fail. See, we even got peeling here, right? This is all coming off in sheets. And it will on the floor as well, too. Once we put high pressure to this stuff's going to start flinging everywhere. I mean, it's going to be everywhere. So this is the Raccoon deck, Cincinnati, Ohio. Peeling Bear deck over lockdown encapsulation. Deck restoration painting project. Yeah, well, listen, forget about that. We'll just say that this is a deck rescue painting project. Because the only other option here is ripping this entire floor up and replacing. And it's just a massive cost, right? So we're going to work on this. Again, extensive cleaning here is what is vital. All right, guys. See you later.